What is the greatest movie that you'll never watch again? Requiem for a Dream. Every documentary. Grave of the Fireflies. It hit me right in the feelings and I don't think I want to go through it again. Dear Zachary. Life is beautiful. I was a mess after that movie. Brockleback Mountain. I had moved back in with my parents after a rough patch in my early 20s and was taking full advantage of their good cable. So when I saw it listed on demand it was like, oh yeah, the critically acclaimed gay cowboy movie. I've been meaning to see this. Double quote. 2 hours later I walked upstairs bawling my eyes out to my visibly alarmed mother and incoherently blubbered something about a shirt. Great movie. Too many feelings. The Pianist. Adrien Brody did a phenomenal job. And Roman Polanski is an arsehole but he made a great film. Cannot bring myself to watch it again though. Life of Pi. Cause while the movie is great, it only has impact on a big cinema screen with the 3D experience. Without it, I'm scared it will fall flat. Apocalypse Now. Just utterly harrowing. Don't think I could do it again. Irreversible. Super intense movie. With a very crowd scene and one brutal violent scene. The story is told backwards which surprisingly made it even more horrible. Have to say it was a great movie but repulsed me and made me feel like shitty and at the same time made me realize how we sometimes take our loved ones for granted and might treat them bad and how in a blink of an eye things might turn to shit. So yay. Take care of your loved ones and don't walk alone in the night. Especially not in underground passages. At least if you're as hot as Monica Bellucci and wearing a party dress. Come and see. It's about a Belarusian boy who joins the resistance on the Eastern Front in World War II. There is not one good moment in this masterpiece of cinema. The Road. The Human Centipede. The 90s gave rise to what I call the sick shit genre of movies. Movies where they cram super sick and disgusting shit. The Silence of the Lambs was the precursor. C7N got the ball rolling. Saw really streamlined the genre. The Human Centipede took the genre to peak disgust. And I feel like the genre waned after that. It pushed the sick shitty levels to as far as it could go. We were done. And we all went home after that. It was Shock Website, the movie. In a nutshell. Enter the Void. Homeward Bound. The original one. In bits at the end. Spirited Away. I love it so much I don't want to spoil it by watching it again. Super, that movie got deep real quick right near the end. Cinema Paradiso. Titanic. Secondhand Lion. Where the Red Fern Grows. Freaking heartbreaking. Saving Private Ryan. Maybe not considered a great movie by everyone. But for me it'd be The Village. I really liked it. But knowing the ending renders any rewatch value pretty much non-existent. A Monster Calls. Trainspotting and Requiem for a Dream. They are very accurate in depicting the experiences, chaos, and the descent towards rock bottom or death in people's lives who have a substance use disorder. I'd also add Dogma to this list. Sure, it's a comedy, but the way it pokes fun at religion really makes a person think. Looper was fun but it didn't have anything worth watching again. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Schindler's List. Great movie. One Says Plenty. Dancer in the Dark. Dogville. Manderley. The Idiots. Breaking the Waves. A lot of Dogma stuff is so raw that the emotion hits with no pretense and without you getting your guard up. Interstellar. Amazing movie but first hour or so is boring as hell. Trainspotting. My fiance is in recovery from heroin. So it hit me right in the F-King feels. Harry Potter. I prefer the books. A Silent Voice. Cos 3. 2001. Funny Games. Arlington Road. Most I've seen have some great rewatch potential, but the ending just kind of messes with rewatches. Schindler's List. I loved it, but it tore me up inside. I needed 2 days to get my head on straight after that. I can't watch it again. Little Red Coat still haunts me. Avatar probably. The Irishman. Pan's Labyrinth. Amazing movie. Too terrifying to watch a second time. Probably The Joker. Too taxing mentally. Jojo Rabbit. It's just come out in cinemas, and I was excited to see it because it looks like exactly my sort of thing. The first hour is a brilliant dark comedy about a little boy in the Hitler Youth, and basically it makes fun of Nazis. The last 40 minutes or so is some of the most harrowing, tear-jerking stuff I've ever seen. Genuinely. I felt like I was there in a way I have with no other film. When the bombs were going off, I felt like I was there. The screen was so huge and that the blasts were basically life-sized. There was also some really sad stuff that I won't spoiler. TBF, I have PTSD, so perhaps it wouldn't be like that for most people. But afterwards I was just shaking and crying for hours. It was perhaps the best film I've ever seen. But never again. American History X. FCK that. The Sixth Sense. No sense in watching that one twice. Sin City and a series of unfortunate events. Because I watched them both high and I'm sure they're not as amazing as I remember. The Curious Case of Benjamin Button because it's beautiful but absolutely devastating. Schindler's List. I saw it once several years ago and once after to visited his factory in Krakow. And also They Shall Not Grow Old, the Peter Jackson World War I documentary. I saw it when it came out in theaters and don't think watching it at home would be nearly as good of an experience. The way the mood of the whole theater switched from the somber ending to the final credits song was something I won't forget.